Airsoft here with another dual review series. Today I will be dual reviewing the Socom Gear 1911 fully chrome version versus the KJW KP07 1911. Now let's get to it. Alright guys, first I'm going to talk about the performance of each pistol, and then I'll move into the external build quality of each pistol. Alright, so the internal build quality of each pistol is very good. You have the Socom Gear 1911, which I think is a great shooting pistol with a high recoil. The KP07 also has a high recoil, but it's a bit more accurate than the Socom Gear 1911. Now I don't know why this is, because both inner barrel, it's about the same length. It's not really a big difference between that, but I find that this pistol is much more accurate even in the CQB environment. But on the Socom Gear 1911, the kick is very hard. I do not know the reason for this, but the kick it's pretty good on it, and it feels very realistic, and it's great to shoot, just to shoot around or even shooting in games. Now, one thing I have to talk about with these mags. The Socom Gear 1911 mag is single stack and doesn't hold that many BBs in it. The KJW 1911 is a double stack mag, which is pretty unique for a gas blowback 1911, and does hold 26 rounds, I believe. The only problem with this mag is that the reservoir to hold gas is not very large, so you can only get about 20 out of the 20-something rounds that it holds. So just be aware of that when you buy this pistol. But on the Socom Gear 1911 mag, the reservoir, it's about the same size, a little bit smaller than the KJW mag, but it does tend to waste gas a little bit more. So be careful about that when you buy this Socom Gear 1911 or any Socom Gear pistol, because they do waste quite a bit of gas. The external build of each pistol is very good. They are each constructed of a metal, and as you can see here, the Socom Gear one is fully chrome and the KJW one is black. Now, a few differences is that, as you can see right here, it does have a threaded barrel, so you can attach any mock suppressors or anything that could fit onto a threaded barrel. The KJW KP07 does not have that. It's just a painted on orange tip. Now, another nice feature about the Socom Gear is the grips. As you can see right here, they are textured and they do go in a diagonal fashion. And also right here you have a little indent, so when you're holding the pistol with your right hand, your thumb goes there, and it's easy to access the magazine release. Now, not to take anything away from the KP07, the grips on here are very nice. They just don't compete with the Socom Gear Novak grips that it has. Now, another thing that I noticed about each of these pistols is that they both feel great in the hand, even though the Socom Gear I think it's one of the best feeling pistols that I've ever felt. Now, one thing that some people don't like about this KP07, the grips, they wrap around all the way. It has the grip in the middle here, and the grips on the Socom Gear, they don't wrap around, they're just on each side. Now, another thing that's just personal preference about each pistol is the fully chrome version. Now, I did not go out and personally buy this, I got it in a trade, but I do like this fully chrome version. It's unique. Not many people have a fully chrome 1911. I have seen people with the two-tone version before, but not the fully chrome, and I think it's a very unique pistol. Another thing on the Socom Gear pistol, does have some trademarks. Novak Next right here, and on the other side it has some Novak Next caliber 45 ACP. That is one thing that lacks from the KJW pistol. No real trademarks on here besides the Made in Taiwan KJ Works, really small right there. Now, into the final conclusions of the dual review. I do have to say that both of these pistols are very good. and they're in around the same price range. You got $125 for this KJW KP07, and you got $150 for the Novak Next Socom Gear pistol. Both are great shooting. The performance is a little bit better on the KJW KP07, and on the Socom Gear it doesn't quite go up to par with the KJ pistol. I mean, the kick is better on this, but it's not as accurate. The full chrome is a nice touch to this pistol, and the black of this, I do think it looks pretty sleek. I like the full black pistol, just personal preference again. But if I had to pick one pistol out of these two, I'd have to pick the KJW KP07. This is my personal favorite weapon for my sidearm, just because it is a very accurate pistol, great performing. This is much more reliable than the Socom Gear pistol, a lot more accurate, and I think it's a great sidearm if you had to pick between these two. But I hope you guys like this tool review. Big Apple Airsoft here. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and we're out.